afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Shop at Quartz Radio Shack from now until August 31st during the hours of 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. daily and get 50% off your purchase. Yes, you heard right. 50% off your purchase, whether you shop on cash or credit during the hours of 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. daily. Don't delay. Shop today only at Quartz Radio Shack.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, there are various areas where artificial intelligence AI can be of benefit to the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the RSVGPF. Police Constable Sean Roach, during a recent appearance on WEFM's Cop Chat program, detailed these benefits, which included data analysis, analyzing crime patterns, and more. He noted that when many think of AI, the software aspect comes to mind, but he said that AI can prove useful in embedded systems as well. We hear more from Officer Roach.
Within the police force, artificial intelligence could be used for data analysis as well as making certain assessments or predictions on crime patterns where things could happen, and also control systems could be designed in order to speed up the process of certain things. So when we look at artificial intelligence, it's not only about the software applications whereby you could do big data analysis for large data sets, but it also has the capacity to use for something known as embedded systems. And an embedded system could be something like a camera that could do facial recognition or even identify certain type of evidence within a location.
That was Police Constable Sean Roach of the RSVGPF. Officer Roach emphasized that the possibility of artificial intelligence being applied in different fields, noting that this application will depend on what is required in each situation, with the appropriate assessment needing to be made on the context before deciding on the right approach to utilizing AI. Officer Roach holds a Bachelor's of Engineering degree from Taiwan's Aishou University. He graduated from the International Program on Artificial Intelligence. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Meteorological Service is monitoring a tropical wave currently located over the central tropical Atlantic Ocean. The system is generating some disorganized showers and thunderstorms, and while the formation chances are low at this time, conditions could become more favorable for development in the coming days. According to the latest update from the Meteorological Service, environmental conditions are becoming increasingly conducive for the gradual development of this system. The tropical wave is projected to continue moving westward at speeds of 10 to 15 miles per hour, with the potential for a tropical depression to form by early next week as it approaches the Lesser Antilles. Despite the current low formation chance of near 0% through the next 48 hours, there is a medium chance, about 40%, that the system could evolve into a tropical depression over the next 7 days. As the system progresses, it is expected to shift its path westward to the north to the west-northwestward across portions of the eastern Caribbean Sea during the middle of next week. Still on the local scene, Minister of Housing Dr. Orlando Brewster has commended the work of the St. Vincent Electricity Services VINLEC following the passage of Category 4 Hurricane Beryl. The housing minister, who was at the time speaking on WEFM's Issue at Hand program, specifically lauded VINLEC's restoration work executed in the southern Grenadines. Making mention of his visit to the island of Myro last Friday, Minister Brewster said that he was surprised at just how quickly the company was able to have lines restored. We hear more from the housing minister.
But I must say I am so proud of our state-owned electrical company, VINLEC, because I went down on Friday and I was really surprised in Myro. You look up, the lines are back up, and I must give them their big ups and give them their accolades because they have really moved very quickly and very swiftly.
That was the Minister of Housing, Dr. Orlando Brewster. Minister Brewster also disclosed that his ministry is working closely with the Electrical Inspectorate to have persons on the ground to ensure that houses are reconnected to electricity shortly after being repaired. He said this helps to avoid the occurrence of delays as it pertains to the connection of repaired homes to the grid. On to news in the region. Guyana's Hydrometeorological Service HS has issued a warning for the country, predicting above normal temperatures from September to November. This period is expected to be particularly hot with a higher likelihood of heat waves and extreme temperatures compared to average. Record temperatures were recorded during the first 7 months of the year, surpassing the typical 32 degrees Celsius norm. The trend is expected to continue. The upcoming months are likely to see more than the usual 35 heat wave days, increasing risk to public health, agriculture, and livestock. The HS has advised the Guyanese public to take precautions against heat related illnesses, such as staying hydrated and avoiding outdoor activities during peak heat. Guyana's farmers are advised to prepare for challenges due to reduced water availability and potential impacts on crop yields and livestock health. Measures include providing adequate water and shade for animals and monitoring them for signs of heat stress. Jamari Reed, a 16-year-old student from William Knibb Memorial High School, was killed in a shark attack while spearfishing near Falmouth, Trelawney, Jamaica on Monday afternoon. His mutilated body, missing a head and hand, was recovered from the sea early Tuesday. Reed's parents, Michael Reed and Laverne Robinson, were devastated by the news. His mother, overwhelmed with grief, required hospital care, and his father was seen weeping publicly. Fishermen who found the body reported encountering a large shark during the recovery. The attack was unprecedented in the area, prompting local fishermen to advise spearfishers to release their catch if a shark approaches. The community gathered around the boat holding Reed's body, which remained on the police guard until undertakers arrived. Reed was set to enter 11th grade when school resumes in September. On the international scene, Telegram boss and founder Pavel Durov has been placed under formal investigation in France as part of a probe into organized crime on the messaging app, Paris prosecutors say. Mr. Durov, 39, has not been remanded in custody, but placed under judicial supervision and has to pay a $5.6 million deposit. The Russian-born billionaire, who is also a French national, also has to show up at a French police station twice a week and is not allowed to leave French territory. Mr. Durov was first detained upon arrival at the airport north of France last Saturday under a warrant for offenses related to the app. In Wednesday's statement, the Paris prosecutor said Mr. Durov was put under formal investigation over alleged offenses that included complicity in the administration of an online platform to enable illicit transactions by an organized gang, refusal to communicate with authorities, and complicity in organized criminal distribution of sexual images of children. In France, being put under formal investigation does not imply guilt or necessarily result in a trial, but it indicates that judges consider that there is enough of a case to proceed with an investigation. Finally, in sports, Liverpool has signed Juventus winger Federico Chiesa for £10 million with an additional £2.5 million in performance-related add-ons. The 26-year-old Chiesa joins Liverpool on a 4-year contract, marking the first signing under new manager Arne Slot. Chiesa, a key player for Italy in their Euro 2020 final victory over England at Wembley, expressed his excitement about the move. "I'm thrilled to be joining Liverpool," Chiesa said on the club's website. Chiesa said that when Richard Hughes reached out and asked if he wanted to come to Liverpool, he immediately said yes. He said that he is well aware of the club's storied history and what it means to the fans, and that he is excited to get started. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 o'clock for WEFM's 3 p.m. news. WEFM's Midday News has brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Shop at Quartz Radio Shack from now until August 31st during the hours of 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. daily and get 50% off your purchase. Yes, you heard right. 50% off your purchase, whether you shop on cash or credit during the hours of 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. daily. Don't delay. Shop today only at Quartz Radio Shack.